Good afternoon and welcome to the second game of our triple header here at Field 1 at Palmasola and game 1 of this massive series with a lot of playoff stakes between the Manatee Impact and the Sarasota Circus. Glad that you're with us. Gray Robertson, producer Gracie up here in the tower. The Circus come in as the home team in the series 4-11 here on the summer in 11th place, but just a game back of 8th. That's how tight the bottom of the standings are. So if the Circus go on a bit of a run, they could pass the Finns, Skeeters, and Sea Cows. The Impact are trying to get one of those all-important first-round buys, trying to get to a top 4 seed, and they enter today in 5th place at 9-6. They have a tie with
You're good.
the Slice at 9-6, but the Slice has the tiebreaker. So the Impact trying to make some moves while the Slice, they hope, take an L or two here in the final week of the regular season. Here's the starting lineup for the Manatee Impact. Again, 9-6 here this summer. Tara Madlock, the right fielder, leads off. Addie Swink, the second baseman, is in the 2 spot. Skylar Ruckers in center batting third. Ella Carter, the first baseman, hits cleanup. Megan Towery, the DP's in the 5 hole. Kinsley Peak is in left, batting 6th. Taylor Ellis, the catcher's in the 7 spot. Batting 8th is Lily Parrish, the third baseman, and Kennedy Lang, the 9 hole, is the shortstop, looking to turn over the lineup with Fia Zelenka in the circle for the Circus. Zelenka has been ridiculously impressive at a Southeastern University here this summer. A 2.94 ERA, 3-1 record, 35 2/3 innings, 37 hits, 18 runs, 15 earned, 14 walks, and a second in the FGCL, 49 strikeouts here this summer. So the question will be, can Fia Zelenka hold off, because she's not slated to go the entire way, can she hold off the Impact offense long enough to give her offense a chance to strike against Shelby Krieger, who's getting the start in the circle for the Impact? Tara Madlock at a UTSA will kick things off, batting .333, 9 of 27, 2 RBIs, 3 doubles, 8 runs, a .486 on-base percentage. First pitch strike, and here we go. Just shy, actually right at 1:40 Eastern Time. And a 1-1 count on Madlock. Out towards center field. Wind is going to play some tricks today, but that was well handled by Bunsey for the first out. Here's the defense for the Circus. Outfield left to right, McQuillan, Bunsey, and Stinson. Over at third, Hazard. Clark at short. Dodig at second. Wisniewski at first. Johnson behind the plate. And in steps the Belmont Bruin Addie Swink. Strike one on a change, 0-1. Swink 6 for 26. That's a .231 batting average. 4 RBIs, a homer, 2 doubles, and 10 runs. Second on the team in runs scored. .444 on base percentage. But down 0-2. And Zelenka's got her first strikeout. Probably won't be the last for Fia. 2 away for Skylar Rucker. Another UTSA Roadrunner. .0-1 on Rucker, who's 7 of 33 for a .212 BA. 5 RBIs, 3 doubles, and a team-leading 13 runs scored. Very quick when she gets on. She's going to steal. Via Zelenka, back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the first. And we go to the home half. First chance for the clown car to unload and let the offense go here in this 0-0 game. Here's the starting lineup for the Sarasota Circus. 4-11 on the summer, trying to move up and help position for the playoffs. Via Zelenka, the pitcher, is leading off with Matty Dodig at second, batting second. Caroline Johnson, the catcher, hits third. Ava Hazard, the third baseman, is in the 4 spot, with Candy McQuillan, the left fielder, batting 5th. Annalise Bunsey's in center, hitting 6th. Caitlin Clark, the shortstop, is in the 7 spot. Allison Wisniewski, first base, batting 8th. And Riley Stinson, the right fielder, in the 9 hole. Facing out of Miami of Ohio, the Rootstown, Ohio native, who was a freshman last year for the Red Hawks, Shelby Krieger. It's a Krieger day, not a Parrish day. Krieger, 7.83 ERA, 2-5 record. 42 innings, 57 hits, 53 runs, 47 earned, 39 walks, and 29 strikeouts for Shelby Krieger as they get set to go here in the bottom of the first. Looks like we're doing a little circle maintenance. In case you're just joining us, a little bit of field maintenance has led to a delay. I guess all is well now. All right. So, on a Shelby Krieger day, she will step in the circle against Fia Zelenka, Maddie Dodig, and Caroline Johnson here in the bottom of the first. All right, here we go. Fia Zelenka will lead off against Shelby Krieger. And the first pitch is high for ball one. Fia, the starting pitcher for the Circus, also doing well at the plate. 9 of 27 with a .333 average. 6 RBIs, a homer, a double, and 6 runs. Three and 0. There's ball four. 4-pitch walk to Fia. Here's the defense for the Impact. Peak is in left, Rucker in center, Madlock in right. Parrish at third, Lang at short, Swink at second, Carter at first, Ellis behind the dish. And in comes Maddie Dodig. Takes it high for ball one. Showed bunt. I would force Krieger to throw a strike. Dodig out of Binghamton. Batting .364, 12 of 33 with 9 RBIs, 5 doubles, 9 runs. There's first strike of the day, 2-1. Dodig out to left. And that was a little overrun, but backing up to make the catch is Peak for out number one. Which will bring up Caroline Johnson, transfer portal from Queens. Hitting .438, 14 of 32, 6 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 5 runs. Johnson fouls that off. Just missed a car. 1-1. Back up the middle, base hit for Johnson. Caroline Johnson, who's hoping Her name will get called for the All-Star team is aboard. 2 on, 1 out for the Circus, and Ava Hazard will try and cash in. Ava going to Eastern Kentucky after transferring from Marshall. Runners going, it's Fia, and she's safe at third. Johnson will take second. Ava, 10 of 29 for a 245 average, excuse me. 7 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 5 runs. Trying to strike. Excuse me. Swinging bunt. Johnson was way off second base. 2 gone. But they could have gotten her. So now Kennedy McQuillan will take strike 1 out of North Florida. McQuillan up to a 182 BA, 6 of 33 with 3 RBIs. One of the Circus's 3 home runs, 2 doubles, and 5 runs scored. McQuillan out to center field, and that'll find the grass and bring in a pair of runs. 2 RBI single for Kennedy McQuillan, and the Circus draw first blood. Now Bunsey over to third, Parrish gloves, inning over. It took a while, but the Circus do get 2 runs in, and they've got the lead off to the second here on field 1. Four, 5, 6 for the impact. Carter Towery Peak against Fia Zelenka, who's now pitching with the lead. Starting with Miami of Ohio's Ella Carter. Right at a 250 batting average, 9 of 36 with 5 RBIs, a homer, a triple, 2 doubles, and 4 runs. 308 OBP. And the first pitch from Fia. Swing and a miss on the rise, 0-1. That's off towards the T truck. Foul ball. Ooh. Full count. Now the payoff is popped. It was a long run. Wisniewski couldn't get there. We'll do it again. Another 3-2 from Fia. Carter out towards center field. Bunsey backs up and makes the grab at the fence. That's the best at-bat of the day by the Impact, but it's just a long out. One gone for Megan Towery. In the portal from Wofford, batting .371. 13 of 35 with 10 RBIs, a homer, 5 doubles, and 9 runs. .463 on-base percentage. Impact entered today with exactly 100 hits, hitting .260 as a team. Coming into the action, that was good for 9th in the FGCL. A spot ahead of the Circus, who are batting .256 as a squad. Biggest difference, the Circus has a team 9th in ERA. The Impact is 2nd. Towery in the air to left, and that'll get all the way to the base of the fence. She's looking for another double. Good throw, and there's the tag. She didn't even get to the base of the tag. So 2 gone after the single and then the throw out at second. Good throw in from McQuillan. But base is clear, 2 away for Kinsley Peak. In the portal from Winthrop. Batting .345. That was high and tight. 10 of 29 with 7 RBIs, a homer, 3 doubles, and 6 runs. .486 on-base percentage. Has walked 7 times. Been hit once as well. Fia Zelenka gets strikeout number 3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning, even with a hit. We go to the bottom of the second. Circus will look to build on the lead. Bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 for the Circus here in inning number 2. Clark, Wisniewski, and Stinson. Starting off with Bridgewater State's Caitlin Clark. 0-1. Clark 3 of 29 with an RBI, a triple, 3 runs this summer. A couple good pitches by Krieger. And that's popped up on the infield. Long run for Swink, that'll drop. And that is a single for Clark. One of the weirder ones, but that's a single. And here's Allison Wisniewski. First pitch foul. Wisniewski this summer is 3 for 25, 120 average, 4 RBIs, 5 runs. Two and two. Called strike 3. First strikeout for Krieger. There's first down of the inning. Setting up Riley Stinson. Incoming freshman going to Wichita Baptist. 2 for 20 this summer with 4 RBIs. Third base coaching box is occupied by Katie Kissler, former Florida Gator. Trying to help her team better position themselves for the postseason. A series win could potentially, again, it would depend on some other things going on around the Circus, but that would maybe put them up in the 8-9 game. Now the question is, do you want to be in the 8-9 game? Because that means if you win that, you have to play the Squeeze or the Queens. To short, catch made. Throw to first. Will not double up the runner. Back to the top of the order with Fia. Zelinka walked and scored in the first. It was a 4-pitch walk, so she didn't get much to hit. Now Zelinka has seen 6 balls. And she sends the first strike she sees today back up the middle. Fia Zelinka has been on twice. 2 on, 2 out for the Circus and for Maddie Dodig, who fouled out in the first. Second on the team in RBIs. And on deck is Johnson, who's already got a hit today. Fouled off, 2-2. On the other field, top of the third, squeeze up on the rodeo, 2-1. Dodig fouls that off. Another foul ball. Dodig loops it to left. This will be trouble, and what a catch! Nice job by Peak tracking it with the wind, sending it away. And 2 are left stranded by the Circus as we go to the third here on field 1. Ashley Prangy watches on from the third base coaching box for the Manatee Impact, who will send up 7-8-9. Ellis, Parrish, Lang here in the top of the third. Prangy played at Alabama, member of Bama U. Wish she'd flash the U, but she can't hear me. Started career at Ohio State and was all SEC for the Crimson Tide. Her team trying to be a top 4 seed, but a win is needed. They're even with the Slice, who play the Finns later on this field. Strike one to Taylor Ellis out of Franklin Pierce. Ellis batting 129, 4 of 31 with 3 RBIs, a double and 2 runs. I haven't even looked at social media. If you've been tweeting in, I'm so sorry. You can hit me at Gray, GRAY_Robertson. Ellis out to right. Wind brought it in, but the catch is made. No tweets. That's fine. Now the home run hero from the 3rd of July, Lily Parrish. It was a Parrish walk-off that won it for the Impact against the River Mocs. She's tied for the team lead in RBIs. North Carolina Tar Heel, 12 of 40, 300 average, 10 ribbies, 2 homers, 3 doubles, 5 runs, 349 on base percentage. Parrish certainly in the awards conversation. Making a great argument for MVP with all that she's done for the Impact this summer. You look at a lot of the other teams in the top half, they've got duos or multiple arms who've come up big, or multiple bats who are great tandems. But Parrish has been superb at the plate and in the circle all summer. That's through the 5-6 hole, just out of the reach of Clark. 1 out single for Parrish. Now I'll bring up the 9 hole, Kennedy Lang out of Lenore Rhine, batting .216, 8 of 37 with an RBI, a homer, and 4 runs. Trying to turn the lineup over after the second hit of the day. Strike one from Fia. Just missed, 2-2. Sent towards the lot. Still foul. Still a 3-2 count. And still Lang at the plate against Fia Zelenka. Through the right side. Parrish holds at second. Back-to-back singles by the 8 and 9 hole. And back to the top of the order we go. Taryn Madlock, who flew out to center field in the first inning. like Peak is going to come in and run for Parrish. With Madlock stepping in, UTSA Roadrunner. Out of Bernie, Texas, sophomore last year for Van Studeman. Bunts it foul. Popped up. It's going to stay in play, and Hazard couldn't make the grab. Madlock's got another life. Madlock out towards center field, and she has sent it out. A 3-run homer for the Impact here in the third, and they grab the lead in Game 1 against the Circus. Boy, you want to talk about taking advantage of another shot after the dropped foul ball. A 3-run homer. And it's 3-2 for Addie Swink. So a 2-2 count on Swink, who struck out earlier against Zelinka. And a comeback K for Fia, her fourth. There's out number 2 with Skylar Rucker, who struck out earlier, stepping in. Ball 1. Rucker out of Fairview, Texas, freshman last year for Van at UTSA. 3-1. Rucker to left field. This is pushing back the left fielder McQuillan, but she handles it for the final out. However, the damage done, 3 runs on a home run by Madlock, and we go to the bottom of the third. Impact now up by 1. Bottom of the third, we'll see how the Circus can answer against Krieger. Johnson, Hazard, and McQuillan. 3, 4, 5 in the order. Second of 3 on this field today. All-Stars will be picked after these games. So after today's slate, that's when All-Stars are selected. Awards picked after the regular season is done. Ball 1 to Caroline Johnson, who singled and scored in the first inning. Caroline in the portal, previously of Queens. Native of Clemens, North Carolina, redshirt sophomore last year. The wind is really starting to pick up just a bit. Johnson into the teeth of the wind out towards the left field side. It's off the top of the fence, and that's a stand-up double for Johnson on the 2-0. Boy, the wind kept that from leaving the yard. Leadoff double for the Circus here in the third. And immediately a chance to tie it with Ava Hazard, who grounded out in the first. Outside for ball 1. Two and 0. So it was a 2-0 double for Caroline Johnson off the very top of the left field fence. I mean, it was a half inch from getting out. Now Hazard sends this high in the sky. Look out. Catch made it short. 1 down. The wind is going to be drama all day. Now you got McQuillan, who already has 2 RBIs. Her total's at 5 this summer. It was a 2 RBI single in the first. Strike one from Krieger. Oh, 2. McQuillan sends this in the air. Good play by Lang, tracking that. She's handled the wind quite well. And after the double, 2 straight pop-outs to an infielder, which will bring up Annalise Bunsey. No longer, her words, a portal baddie. She's picked a school. It's Valdosta. Grounded out earlier. Bunsey entered hitting .258. That's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk puts Bunsey aboard for Caitlin Clark, who had that weird infield single pop up. Krieger left the circle and Swink couldn't get to it from second base. So 1-for-1 day for Clark. Watch out. 1-1. Heard a car going by, which would have been rough timing. But the foul ball landed in the flower patch. Clark just, oh, that's a fair ball. Down the left field line. Johnson will come in to score. And I think Prangy's going to challenge this. We will take a look right after this. Changed, foul ball. So after review, the call is changed. It's a foul ball and a 1-2 count on Clark. We had a pretty good look at it. You could see it just to the left of the chalk line. That one definitely foul, 1-2. Another one. This time back to the screen. Another foul ball. Kaylin Clark continuing to battle. And a swing and a miss will end the inning. Circus leave 2 on base, and that call down the line certainly changes things as we go to the 4th. Impact up by a run. Top of the 4th, and after 3, the Impact leads 3-2 in Game 1 of this series. Impact will have 4-5-6. Carter, Towery, and Peak against Fia Zelenka in the circle. She's given up 4 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of those earned. No walks and 4 strikeouts for Fia. Sophia Anderson is coming to play right as Ella Carter sends that to third base. Hazard's throw to first won't be in time. That's an infield single for Ella Carter. It was a long at-bat. Her first time up, she flew out to center. This time, first pitch, infield single. Bringing up Megan Towery, who also singled in the second, but then was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. Oh, 2. Towery, as mentioned, played at Wofford, went in the portal this year. Dallas, North Carolina native. SoCon All-Freshman selection in 2024. Has hit it well this summer for the Impact. Got off to a torrid start. Had one of the top batting averages in the league for the first 2.5 weeks. And now she sends one deep to center field. Towery with a towering shot and another home run for the Impact. 2-run blast, and it's 5-2 here in the 4th. Just got all of that, and now a single and a home run has put the Impact out in front for the bottom of the order. Peak about to step in. She struck out in the second. from Winthrop in the portal. Out of Forest, Virginia. Holds off, full count. In the air to left, that's going to get out. Called strike 3. First K looking of a day for Zelinka, and a nice comeback after the home run. As Taylor Ellis steps in, fly out to right earlier. Wind still blowing a good bit. Just a very breezy day here at Palmasola, which honestly I'm not mad about. It's aerated this press tower. Three and one. Ellis to short, stopped by Clark. The throw is a little low, but dug out by Wisniewski for the second out. And here's Lily Parrish, who singled and scored in the third. That is in the air to left. Inning over. But 2 more runs for the Impact thanks to Megan Towery. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Circus trailing by 3. Wisniewski will start the bottom of the fourth. A couple defensive changes for the Impact as Chloe Montalvo's at first base. Looks like Emma George is in at second. Ella Carter now over at third base. I believe that's it. I think we got them all. 8-9-1. Wisniewski struck out looking earlier against Krieger. And a swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Krieger. One gone with Stinson stepping in. She lined out her first time up. Ball one to Riley. Circus has some firepower to try and get back in this game, but it's got to start right now. You got to get on if you're Stinson. Turn the lineup over, give Fia and Dodig and Johnson a chance. And there you go. How about a base hit up the middle by Riley Stinson? That's her third hit of the summer. And back to the top of the order with Fia Zelenka, who's been on twice with a walk and a single. Scored in the first. One and two. Swing and a miss. Krieger fans Fia. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that'll bring up Maddie Dodig, who's 0 for 2 with a foul out and a fly out, both to left field. She went 0-1. Slice and Fins, game 1 coming up in a little bit. Should be an interesting one. Impact trying to keep pace. Dodig in the air on the left side. It's Lang. She has handled the wind well over its short. And Krieger keeps the Impact in front by 3 as we go to the 5th here on field 1. (9-1-2) for the Impact. And ball 1 to Kennedy Lang. Here in the top of the 5th against a new pitcher in the ball game, Riley Stinson. Incoming freshman going to Wichita Baptist. And Lang has a base hit out to center field. Lead off aboard. She's now 2 for 2. And we'll tell you about Stinson, who enters with a .987 ERA, 0-5 record, 33 1/3 innings, 54 hits, 55 runs, 47 earned, 33 walks, and 4 strikeouts for Riley. Back to the top of the order with Taryn Madlock, 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer and a fly out to center. Bunted foul. Fia Zelenka goes 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. Good day, although, frankly, probably not her best. Update from the other field. As I wait for it to load. After this pitch. 1-2. Bottom 5, it's 4-1 squeeze over the rodeo. I think the squeeze will be fine. Just doing what they do. Madlock back up the middle, past the new second baseman, Lauren Fox. Back-to-back base hits as we give you the updated defense for the Circus. Sophia Anderson in right. Center still Bunsey, left still McQuillan. Now you've got Sammy Zelenka at third with Peyton Bragg at short, Lauren Fox at second, Wisniewski still at first, and Taylor Davison is the new catcher. And that scooted away. Now second and third, nobody out for Emma George. George out of Eastern Florida State. Give your season-long numbers after this pitch. Emma batting .233, 7 of 30 with an RBI, 5 runs scored. Has been hit 3 times this summer. Impact have been hit 12 times as a team. That's got to be the most. The Aquanauts have been hit 12 times. And the timeout gives me a chance to run through the spreadsheet. 11 for the Rodeo entering today. 13 for the Skeeters. That's the most. Actually, wow. The Squeeze has been hit 15 times this summer. Now the 3-0. Called strike. 3-1. And the bases are loaded. A walk to Emma George in her first plate appearance of the day means they're juice for the Impact and for Skylar Rucker. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Kind of half-hearted attack there, 0-2. Runners everywhere for the Impact. Chance to really bust it open right here. With some power coming up in the order. And that's a called strike 3. How about a 3-pitch strikeout for Stinson? Her first today. And 1 down for Ella Carter, who's hit the ball well. A fly out to center, deep center, and a single in the 4th. She later came around to score. All of a sudden, Stinson only throwing strikes. 0-1. Outside, 1-2. Home runs have been the name of the game on this field today. Earlier in the win in Game 1 for the River Mocs, they had multiple 2-run homers, 3 to be exact, plus a solo shot. Jammed on the infield. That's an unproductive out. 2 down. This takes an interesting turn if the Impact can't get a run in after loading the bases with nobody out. But Stinson's got to get out Towery, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a 2-run homer in this game. Oh my. Which car is that going to hit? None of the above. 1-1. Three and one. And there's ball four. So I'll bring in a run on the RBI walk. Base is still loaded. 3 RBI day for Towery. Now you got Kinsley Peak, who struck out twice. I'm sure she's hoping to change up the stat line. Three and 0. Now the 3-1, and there's ball four. So another RBI walk. (7-2) is Madlock scores. And it'll be Taylor Ellis taking strike one. Fly out and a ground out for her today. It also means the run rule inducing run is on base for the impact here. Stinson wants none of that. Quickly 0-2 on Ellis. On the ground to third, and there's the force to end the inning, but 2 runs do cross, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Circus need to start climbing back right now. Bottom 5, Circus will send up 3, 4, 5. Davison, Zelinka, and McQuillan. Taylor Davison out of Syracuse takes strike 1. From Shelby Krieger, who's given him a good outing. The impact, that is. Now Davison pops it foul, 0-2. Taylor batting .250, 8 of 32 with 4 RBIs, a home run, a double, and 6 runs scored. Davison to deep short. And a little bit of a slip by Lang. That'll be an infield single for Taylor. 3 spot is 3 for 3. And now the first at-bat of the day for Sammy Zelinka, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out, or I beg your pardon, Hazard is 0 for 2. Zelinka is getting her first crack at the 4-hole. Team leader in RBIs, hitting .414, 12 of 29 with 14 ribbies, 2 doubles, and 8 runs scored. 500 on base percentage for Sammy Zelinka out of FIU. There's ball 4. Perhaps an opening here for the Circus. Down by 5. They got a little bit to go before the tying run comes up. McQuillan is 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single and a pop out. Out towards left. That's going to drop. Base is loaded for the Circus. In the blink of an eye, the Sarasota Circus is making a push with Annalise Bunsey, who's grounded out and walked in this game. Oh, 2. Called strike 3. That's a nice job by Krieger coming back after the bases got loaded. And now here is Peyton Bragg. Strike 1. Bragg from Oklahoma Baptist, hitting .188, 6 of 32 with 4 RBIs, a double, and 2 runs. Oh my. Krieger is just pounding the zone. Just said enough of this foolishness. Let's only throw strikes. Bragg stopped it short. The throw to third is in time. And Katie Kissler is going to challenge it. We will step aside and look at the tape. So after review, calls upheld, no definitive evidence to show that the foot beat the play at third. Katie Kissler was not pleased. A run did score, and now a wild pitch will send both runners up. So it's an RBI fielder's choice for Bragg. And now she is on second base. And 2-0 count on Wisniewski. So 7-3. That was a lot to deal with in a short amount of time. Three and one on Wisniewski, who struck out twice. There's ball four. They are loaded again. For Riley Stinson, who can aid the cause. Stinson 1 for 2 with a line out and a single. That's up in the air on the left side. Who wants it? It's the left fielder running in and making the grab. Well done by Peak to end the inning, and it's 7-3 as we go to the sixth here on field one. 891 due up for the impact. Air strike one to Chloe Montalvo, hitting for Lily Parrish in the 8th spot. Montalvo portaling from Stony Brook, hitting .323, 10 of 31 with 8 RBIs and 3 doubles. Montalvo in the air to right. This will settle. Catch made by Anderson for the first out. And in Sepsi, 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored, Kennedy Lang. Oh, whoops. 1-0. Lang is going to be 3 for 3. Third hit of a day. And it's a 1-out single for the impact. Sending the top of the order up. Taryn Madlock has had a really good day too. 2 for 3. 3-run homer back in the third. She scored twice. Tries to bunt. Misses. 0-1. Madlock is going to have another hit. 3 for 4 day for Madlock. How about 9 and 1 in the order? A combined 6 for 7. And up comes Emma George, who walked and was left at third in the 5th inning. Two and one. George jammed, and that'll sneak through the middle. And here comes Lang, heading for home. She's safe. An unconventional RBI single for Emma George, and it's 8-3 impact. That's pretty bold of Lang, since that never actually touched the outfield grass, but pays off. And here's Skylar Rucker, 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. I'm sure she would like to get a hit and get involved in the hit parade, because it has been a hit parade. 11 hits for the impact on offense today. And now Rucker down 0-2. Saw that one all the way in and a little low, 1 and 2. Over to short, there's the flip for 1, and that's it. Two gone runners on the corners. Ella Carter over to third base. And the throw is scooped by Wisniewski to win the inning. Off to the bottom of the 6th. Impact do get an extra run, but only the 1. Circus back down 5. Sophia Anderson leading off the 6th for the Circus. And down 1-2 on Krieger, who's gone 5 innings, has given up 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. A few walks here and there, well-timed strikeouts, especially with the bases loaded. Circus has left 9 runners on base through 5 innings. That's why we're well over the 2-hour mark now. Called strike 3. Anderson from UC Davis goes down looking. First out here in the 6th. And now up comes Lauren Fox out of Syracuse. Batting 179, 5 of 28, 2 RBIs, 3 doubles, 8 runs. A remarkable 13 walks. 1-2. Lined out to left, and that's down for a 1-out base hit. So Fox is aboard. Over on the other field, Squeeze separating from the rodeo. Top 7 over there, 6-1. So Squeeze about to continue to hold that lead at first. Runner goes, throws out to center field. Just a regular old stolen base for Fox. It was ball 1 on Davison, who singled and scored in the 5th. She went 1-2. That's hit foul. And she went there too. Strikeout for Krieger. Second of the inning. And 7th today, which will bring up Sammy Zelinka, who walked in the 5th. That got away. Wild pitch will send the runner 1-1. And the Squeeze has won. 6-1 over the rodeo. So they're very close to locking up the top seed. Two fouled. Zelenka powers it to center field, and this will get the Circus a little bit closer. RBI leader adds another to her total. It's 8-4. Give Sammy 15 this summer. And in steps Kenny McQuillan, who's had a good day, 2 for 3 with a couple RBIs. Two and 0. There's Sammy Zelenka over at first base. This has a little tinge of squirreliness just waiting. You can kind of feel it. Circus is the home team, too. That's off the glove of Carter at third. 2 on, 2 out. E5 means the tying run is on deck for the Circus. Annalise Bunsey 0 for 2 with a walk. One and one. Bunsey with a ground out in the first, a walk in the third, strikeout looking in the fifth. One and two. Foul ball. Bunsey golfs it to left field, and it's caught on the run by Peak. Boy, she has come up with some clutch grabs and left, and we go to the seventh. 2 more left stranded by the Circus, 8-4. Here in the seventh, it's Towery, Peak, and Ellis. 5, 6, 7, and Megan Towery has now been on 4 times. A single, a 2-run homer, an RBI walk, and a leadoff single here in the seventh. And up comes Kinsley Peak, who's 0 for 2 with an RBI walk. The 2 were both strikeouts. Slice and Fins patiently waiting for their chance to get to play. Zach gets back. Three 0. Ball 4. So Peak has walked twice. Then you got Ellis, who's 0 for 3 with a fly out, ground out, and a fielder's choice. Ellis sneaks it through the middle. Towery took a big turn, and she'll come in to score. RBI single for Taylor Ellis. 9-4 impact. Single walk singles brought up Chloe Montalvo, who flew out to right in the 6th. Montalvo to short. There's one, and that's it. Now Kennedy Lang, who's 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored, all singles. That's off the glove of Stinson. Coming home, and the tag is applied for out number 2. Boy, that's a great job by Stinson reading that. And that means it's not going to be a 4 for 4 day for Lang because of the fielder's choice. That's a tough beat for Lang because if Stinson just picks that up and looks around, that's a base hit off the pitcher. Ball 1 to Tara Madlock. She's 3 for 4. Had that big 3-run homer in the 3rd. And now loops it out towards left field. Side retired, but a run does come in yet again for the Impact. They're back up by 5 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Circus. Shelby Krieger is looking for the complete game victory for the Impact to move them to 10-6. And she starts off well against Peyton Bragg, strike one. It's the bottom of the order for the Circus. Bragg, Wisniewski, and Stinson. Bragg with an RBI fielder's choice earlier. Krieger's gone 6 innings, sprinkled around 10 hits, 4 runs, all have been earned. As that gets through, now 11 hits. Bragg is at first base. 4 walks. And 7 strikeouts. Now Allison Wisniewski, who struck out twice and walked once. That'll somehow get through the 3-4 hole. And, oh man, Bragg is fortunate she's safe on the base paths. But a couple infield seeing eye singles that just got through have set up Riley Stinson with 2 on and nobody out. Top of the order waiting in the wings. Hey, who knows? Strike one. Stinson is 1 for 3 with a line out, a single, and a fly out. That got away. Both runners move up. Still got a little bit to go before the tying runs at the plate, but this is positive for the Circus right now. If they get Sammy Zelinka at the plate in this inning, maybe, just maybe. Stinson out towards center field. He's got a lot of carry, and it's off the glove of Towery. A run will come in. 9-5. So an E8. Makes it 5-9. That might be an RBI. We'll see if the stats, because that would have been deep enough to score a run. Either way, back to the top of the order with Anderson. Sophia Anderson struck out looking earlier. Day hitting .231. Does not have an RBI this summer. Tying runs on deck for the Circus. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Full count. Slow roller. Carter, I don't think that's in time. Infield single. And the tying run is coming to the plate with nobody out. Oh my gosh. This is happening. The Circus, who's trailed since the third inning and been basically down by 5 and 4 runs for the last hour, has the tying run at the plate in Lauren Fox, who singled and scored earlier. And on deck, you've got Davison and then Sammy Zelenka, your team leader in RBIs. Shelby Krieger right now just looking for an out. Did she go? Yes, 1-1. I think so too. Single, single, error, single. Here in the bottom of the 7th to bring in a run and keep the bases loaded with nobody out for the Syracuse Orange, Lauren Fox. That's off the glove of Carter, stopped by Lang, and the throw is in time. It'll bring in a run. It's 9-6, but there is one gone. .565 RBI ground out. Or I should say RBI fielder's choice. And that gets away with Davison at the plate. Taylor Davison, another Syracuse product, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored, single and a strikeout. Still the tying run in this game. The walk-off run is on deck. That's Sammy Zelenka. Slice watching with interest. They know what's important about this game. They know a Circus miraculous comeback would mean a Slice win would, at this point, have them a game ahead for that final bye. Mm, 3-1. They're loaded again. Boy, this has taken a turn. Did we not say in the last inning it felt like the squirreliness was lingering in the air? Bases loaded, 1 out, and the RBI leader for the Circus, Sammy Zelenka. Ball 1. Zelenka is 1 for 1, an RBI single and a walk, and now comes Ashley Prangy. You got Prangy going to the circle, Kistler in the third base coaching box. Krieger has suddenly really struggled to get ahead of some of these hitters. They're playing Victorious in the Circus dugout, a show that I do watch from time to time. Nice comfort show. I just put it on while I'm working. Gracie's annoyed with me. I don't know why. It's a great show. 1-0. 2-0.
Reba's a good show.
I also watch Reba when I'm working. Reba, Friends, Victorious, The Office. I'll put them on when I'm making boards. There's a strike. Much needed for Krieger. 2-1. Zelenka out towards center field. Park's going to hold it. It's deep enough. A run will come in. 9-7, tying run in scoring position with 2 outs. There's strike 1 to McQuillan. One and one. McQuillan has had a busy day. 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Reached on an error in the 6th, so she's been on base 3 times. A base hit might tie this game. Out in front, 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. And Shelby Krieger, even with some 7th inning drama, gets the complete game victory to give the Impact a 9-7 win in Game 1. Boy, it was not easy. Not at all. The Circus had the winning run at the plate, tying run in scoring position, but the Impact take it to move to 10-6, a very important win. As they move right now into 4th place, the Circus see their postseason hopes of moving up in the bracket take a real ding as they drop to 4-12. One more game coming up. It'll be the Slice and the Fins. That's in about 25 minutes or so here on Field 1. Final score yet again, Impact 9, Circus 7. We'll see in a little bit for Slice and Fins here on Field 1.